Good afternoon, guys. This is Camden, and welcome back to the Teaching English Abroad and Teaching English Online right here on the YouTube channel. And I just finished teaching a few classes today, and I have a few more to teach today. It's an amazing day here in Chiang Mai, Thailand, and in today's video, I'm going to tell you how I went from $7 an hour to $22 per hour. First of all, if you want to become a better teacher online, you need to evaluate your voice. You need to improve your voice. You need to work on the articulation of your sounds and vowels and consonant blends. Yes, that is true. We're all native English speakers, but I can tell you one thing from doing many lives, over 100 lives, and doing lots and lots and lots of English lessons online, over 4,000 teaching hours just on Palfish alone. I've learned that the way I used to teach was so hard and so difficult because the students didn't understand. When I was teaching at schools, teaching English as a second language, a lot of the thing. See, one quick example, you guys might forget that people are listening to English that are all different levels. Some people might be familiar with some slang, but most are not. So if you're expecting someone to understand the slang, you're in for a rude awakening. And I will tell you this, when I teach English online, one of the most important things that I believe makes a big difference with my performance could work for you. You may be already doing it. If you are, let me know below. But I get up to the camera, I get right up here. I'm like, hey, how you doing today? It's good to see you. Oh, yes. And then like, if it's getting feeling kind of quiet, like the student's having some frustration, and they finally finish up that slide, or they finally finish up a vocabulary word or a sentence or something, and I'm like, that's it. Yeah. Now, I'm not going to do that same sound, that same voice, and same expression to all of my students, but give or take their age, where they're at with English, and their level of shyness, their level of openness and energetic, everyone's going to be different. And that's why a lot of you guys just want to jump into the official course, which is okay. I understand. And there are many people who just really do jump into the official course and never really rely on the free talk. Now, again, everyone is different. Okay, some might be really successful at teaching kids in the beginning. Some people might not be so successful at teaching kids in the beginning, but have a lot of potential, okay? And then there might be some people who are just not meant to teach kids. Yeah, some people have to face that. So if you're one of those people who really doesn't have the patience for kids, gets frustrated easily, it's not going to be a very easy thing for you. But maybe teaching high school kids online could be a better choice, or teaching parents, or maybe middle school, whatever. Maybe the age range in the official course, like ages 3 to 14 might not suit you. And it's not really too many students over age 10. It's really not that many when it comes to the official course. Most of the students are under age 10. There are some older, but not so often, okay? But maybe somebody else is having a different experience. Let me know, guys, everyone watching this, let me know in the comment section, what are the typical age range, the age groups that you're teaching? Like what percent, what are the majority of the classes that you have with your school or your English, wherever you're teaching English? Just let us know. And so what I want to say is that when I first started Palfish, I was charging super cheap. It came down to like basically barely $7 an hour. Okay, and I was at that for about the first month. And then I started to slowly increase my rate. Now, some people are thinking, I'm just going to jump in and do $15 an hour. It doesn't work like that. So, again, things could be different for you. it might just magically work out, right? It's not going to magically work out. Number one, it takes a lot of hard work. It takes commitment. And yes, I did get in there at an early stage. I did get adapted and get my teaching hours up. Okay, so now that means that you have to put forth the same or even more amount of effort or energy to raise your teaching hours up. Okay, so some people may see my situation as, oh, it's too good to be true. And I will just say that, yes, I came into Palfish at a very early stage, but I was also not the first one there. Okay, number one, I was not the first one there. It was like already going on for about 6 months. Now, when I came in, still to this day, there are a few other teachers who are there, and some who are even on the official course. But that doesn't matter. There's still teachers that came last year and still now have full-time schedules. So there's a lot of evidence out there. And I would love to get these people an interview and to do a video chat interview. And that time will come. I don't know when, but I would love to get other people on here to talk about their experience and what they're doing and what helped their success and how long it took them. So again, if you want to share, comment below. That would be wonderful. So I want to tell you guys now, the last thing is that this whole teaching English abroad is much more than just, oh, I need a job. Oh, I need to make money. Oh, okay, it's cool. It's at home. It's with kids. Okay, easy. You know, I'm not trying to, some people, how can I say? Some people will, like, I posted on Instagram for the first time the other day, and like maybe 9 months, maybe, you know, like over half a year. And I just uploaded on Facebook for the first time in over half a year. Okay. And some of the emails that I get from some people, you know, because I don't want to portray like it's just this thing you're gonna get onto this application and all of a sudden you're just gonna like boom break $1,000 your first month, and then boom the second, third month you're gonna get 2,000, and boom and 3,000 and 4,000, and boom maybe I'll hit 6,000. Okay, guys, it's not gonna work like that. But I have to say, for some people, it has been pretty close to that. So I think it's Teacher Bob and Teacher Nikki. So congratulations to y'all's performance. You know, getting into their last year, and you guys are some of the most popular teachers out there, you know, by your amount of bookings. So the bookings that you're getting, if you got a full schedule, it's just a direct representation of what you're doing in the classroom. So you've got to be energetic. You've got to have a good smile. You've got to be very friendly. You've got to have good lighting. It's got to be quiet. You can't just start saying, oh, well, yeah, hold on a second, something happened in the kitchen. You can't just run off and say, oh, hey, something, oh, what's that? Oh, hey, 1 second, I just got to run to the bathroom. It doesn't work like that. And then people wonder why they're not getting booked, okay? Camden, take a deep breath. It's okay. That's why I like YouTube, because I can get everything out and let the whole world literally know what's going on in Camden Long's noggin. And what is going on in Camden Long's noggin today is pure joy, happiness, bliss, gratitude, and the drive and the urge and the desire to wake up again tomorrow. And that spirit, ladies and gentlemen, is what you need. And the last thing I'm going to say, I wrote this in my notebook, is if you're going, like this whole teaching English abroad thing, a lot of people go out and party and do that type of thing, and they're traveling and moving a lot in different vehicles, and schedule is kind of like inconsistent. Excuse me. Don't worry, I'm not sick. You know, and look, when I first started TEFL, when I first started teaching English as a foreign language abroad in Costa Rica, yeah, I went out, I had fun, I drank, you know, I went out and I learned how to dance salsa, and it was a great time, and I don't have any regrets. And what I'm just positioning myself as now is that's not who I am now. You know, I'm someone who wants to tell you that teaching English abroad lifestyle, that culture, it does exist, but it's not going to get you too far. You know, going out and partying and drinking and doing that kind of stuff, it's not going to get you that far. And plus, you should really be focused on getting Saturday and Sunday booked 20 lessons if possible, or at least 10, or at least 4 or 6. And also, you know, it's like some people say this might be too paranoid, but you know, you got to think about, you got to be more aware of what's going on. Like, you're in a foreign language, you are a foreigner in a new country. That's always going to be the case if you're living abroad, you know. And if you're going out at night and you're drinking and you're partying and you're putting yourself in dangerous, unsafe situations, you know, and then when you get home, you know, what if you lose your phone and then the next morning you wake up and you're drunk and you're hungover and you got no phone and you knew that you had lessons the next morning? Or even if you didn't lose your phone, you wake up the next morning and you're late, or your face is super puffy and your eyes are bloodshot. And you know, if you're not teaching at with an online position and you're teaching at a school, some people go out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and on the weekdays. So if you're coming into the school, that's even worse. And it gives a bad name for people like us, you know, people who are not from here. So anyway, everyone's at different ages. Everyone has the freedom. People can still go out, have fun. I just want people to be safe, okay? And to also to take care of your obligations and your responsibilities and learn from my mistakes and know that I'm not being a hypocrite. I'm just, you know, I remember one time I had to stay up super late. I was writing something for a nonprofit organization, and this was like when I was really sketched out for money and I didn't know what to do when I was in Costa Rica. And I was, you know, teaching for this little English institution that weren't paying me at all, nothing at all, anything at all, hardly. So long story short, I finished this like essay paper thing up at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. The sun was almost coming up and I felt so proud and big and bad and confident. I was like, yeah, I like stayed up all night. I'm like digital nomading. It was like full on, you know, and so I was like, I'll just go to sleep, you know, like, you know, 30 minutes. And I was set 4 alarms and didn't hear any of the alarms, and got a knock on the door from it's not like a hostel. It was like a home. It was like a long-term room stay. It was really beautiful though. And anyway, the guy's knocking the door and he's like, Camden, wake up. And I'm like, oh man. Then who is it? And he's like, I don't know. And I'm like, hello? And it was my teaching manager, like the director for teachers. And they're like, where are you? The students are waiting on you. I was like, oh, you know. And then all of a sudden, like right when I was getting ready to say goodbye, I didn't even look because I wasn't aware. And I slipped on my foot and there was a glass jar, like a glass cup. And oh gosh, I just busted bottom under under your toes, busted that open. And anyway, I tried to wrap it up and had to walk to the place, to my school, and it was not a great situation. So even though I wasn't drinking, I wasn't being responsible with my sleeping patterns. And so you can set alarms, but sometimes you may not hear them. So you've got to do your best to get extra rest. Do your best to get extra rest, okay? So anyway, today's video, keep it under 15 minutes. I want to say thank you guys so much for the support here on YouTube. If you want to get TEFL certified, there's a link in the description. Bangkok, Thailand, amazing TEFL school with benefits for non-degree holders, which is amazing. And then in addition, if you want to teach on Palfish, there's also a link in the description. So thank you guys so much. It's really, really appreciated here. And I'm going to do my best to put out a video every day, even if something inside of me is saying, it's not good enough, it's not better than the last one. That's more of a reason and motivation to put out the video to show that I'm not going to silence my activity and be dormant just because there's a voice inside of me that is trying to doubt what I'm going to do. And you guys should do the same. If there's a voice inside of you trying to doubt you, that should be more motivation and show you that your true greatness is rising. Your true greatness is rising, and it's time to take action. Guys, have a great day. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. And that is it for today. Teaching English online, it takes a lot of hard work, a lot of patience, perseverance, and timing, and things are seasonal, and you got to learn these patterns, and that's why I'm offering a teacher training. So if you are interested, January 27th at 8 p.m. Thai time, you can sign up on the Palfish student version app. Just go to my profile and check it out. If you don't understand, ask and I will help. That's it. Have a good one, guys. Thank you so much. Happy Friday.